were right, Joshua. Bodies up ahead.
Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty, but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Walud. Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole. The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish? Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stone here, there is a forest. Never turn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last. Don't tell me. The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance.
Oh!
last soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering.
Kill! Let down the...
For us. I wouldn't put it past Ultima. We've made nothing easy so far. Joshua, can you go on?
Do I have a choice? not an unturned soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering.
Over here! Now, Torgal!
Nice try.
Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Over here! Go, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
You don't think all this?
It's for us. I wouldn't put it past Ultima. We've made nothing easy so far.
All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
Nice try. Joshua, can you go on?
Do I have a choice? Nina, by the look of it.
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Look, Clive.
By the Founder. The place is a fortress.
All yours, Torgal.
What do you suppose that is? It's not on Vivian's map.
Probably for a good reason.
Right. To stone here. No mistakes.
Down, Torgal. Down, Torgal. Torgal, kill. Torgal, kill. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill. All yours, Torgal.
No villagers. No knights. Not even any bodies. One could almost believe the whole kingdom had turned to Kashek.
Clive. Go on, then. Is that all?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. What do I owe the honor? What do you want? And?
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain. Straight home now. Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth. Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
The High Cardinal. The Dominion's all but done for.
And it's lucky we stayed
Was that
here.
shouting I heard from the barracks?
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
We already have a leader in the Dane.
Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
Faster!
Caution, brother.
Courteous said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. There's enough to spot. Now that is heady. This must be the Drake's Mint. That just leaves the Skyworm. This must be our Wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Well, did you find...
Find is what...
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
Argo. So your boat has...
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The bu...
everything's back the way it was.
Fresh silks from the Canva
Mustard
caravan.
and mandrake.
If there's one thing
saffron
we've
and
learned over the
sage.
past... moons is that we're stronger when we stick together. And if having a mare can help us do that...
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from...
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their difference, and they have formed and they grow.
We'll fight them, won't we?
Of course, the longer we avoid facing this one, our best hope is by finding those, perhaps,
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will... I have him stay...
I'll go and speak.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A league of outlaws.
Sounds like we have some competition.
Mustard and mandrake.
If there's one thing
saffron
we've
and
learned over the
sage.
past few moons...
When the Fang fella took my livelihood with it.
What about the town?
Everything's back the way it was.
Fresh silks from the Canva
Mustard and
caravan.
mandrake. Saffron and sage.
I still can't quite believe it.
And all his men with him.
I always thought it was the blessing I'd miss if the Fang fell. Or the miners.
You could always count on them not knowing the price of anything.
When the Fang fella took my livelihood with it.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few moons...
Mustard and mandrake.
Fresh
saffron and
silks from the
sage.
Canva caravan. Like naught you've seen before.
Still in Dalamil, Vic?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cost.
I did. I've developed something of a fond, and having worked so hard to see its sentiment, Master...
You're not the only one.
What is he...
He asked for my aid in putting down, and he said that you might be able to help.
Then you've come at it. There are more camp, but we must...
All right.
There's one upright.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Good girl. That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off! Kill!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running.
But we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They'll listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
why you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
You all along that he was
Driving away-
planned.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
I assumed...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not in this lifetime.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense.
No, and your efforts would be...
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of yourself be true. That rather an ironic one, but I do not doubt, and so must I. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people... For only you... I'll need to make a...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best.
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their mind.
I would not take it, Vic.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do.
I'll bear it in mind.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Good? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble.
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cuts, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who... I wanted to ask her about it myself, but... I'm scared she'd never give your tongue a lashing.
Don't worry.
You'll let me know?
Of course. Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating.
Oh, are ya?
All I know is that someone in Dalamil...
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool, along with some other things. That while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, that trader, east, so that's where I...
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors...
Oh, but...
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Can you believe we were going to make him?
I think we'd better shut up.
It shouldn't be too hard to find Goose. Square.
Oh, I know what.
Gilbert, take this crystal.
Possibly I know something
no more
more.
use than the bearer.
Clive! I found someone who says he's heard the...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war being waged. And who will they... Why, the good Reaper...
And you've seen this Reaper?
Aye, you'll find her right...
Here in Dalamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but it'd be a bolder... Feeling bold, traveller. Now, if that's...
Sorry, Took.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in 2 places.
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks.
Good question.
And I'll visit this...
All right.
You too, Goots.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
None of the stalls were plundered this time, thanks be to Gilbert.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it?
It was a fairly unconvincing tale, so...
That's up. Die a slow death. Boys?
Leave now and we could pretend this didn't happen.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you, anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me!
Stop and stop spreading them honorable lies!
For they are not lies. Every lie...
Goose,
He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life, and that loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime. And I will not... Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your... run along now.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. Promise me you won't, or I'll kill you, me.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't know? Well, the whole thing got me thinking. Who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shitter ran afoul of in me fair, though it was just Bogart. I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But what was it we called you?
You. Everything that happened. It was all your fault. And now you'll fight...
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Why? And now... Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd so took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into... He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? But...
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me... Right. Let's...
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Nothing like a dish of cold vent.
I didn't mean to make... I just thought I had to protect you.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots, and I'd have you stay that way.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again.
Why, you big low... Fine. Play the...
Thanks, Nan. I won't...
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, He'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roots. Most of what we have now comes from here in the Ideaway.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts. Best of luck out there, Sid.
She can't kick this up. Glory to Griga. There you are.
What's happened?
Talia's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear that...
I know better than to order to...
Thank you.
Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all...
I will. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those...
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't, Talia. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. I can make the draft if you can...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forest. Bring me one of their eyes. I'll make sure... Yeah.
Thank you, Clive.
Please, your grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter?
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each part.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the...
But
his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able... So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility... And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by. And our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely be... My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you.
for Joshua, anything. So, what...
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in... We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there. The search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well...
Then I shall go in your...
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides, I'm a dominant.
Well, Stonewort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. I shall remain here and...
Fly, Ambrosia. What?
Caution, brother.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our Stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I'm already beginning to think till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get... Yote.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we...
I'm very glad to hear.
You and His Grace are very... You think only of how you might help...
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am on... But I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in mind.
wasn't expecting you back so... Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? Here you go.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. His revenge.
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for.
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, but a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparation, and may Griga guide us.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I can walk from here. Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks... Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, and if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster! They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die!
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven all, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Let's go. Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now. Straight home now. If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Get him!
It's over. Rest well. I know I will. Good girl. Time to fight.
We have nothing to...
Brother, look. No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
Just a rabid beast that needs to be hunted down. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, it was all for this. But what is? My faithful comrades.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh.
You.
And so are you. I'm so... And it's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
You're finished. I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. I have nothing left.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. Can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over yet, Master. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we...
Your village may be lost. But it seems your people aren't. So long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigue. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service, but my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.